stream time, stream time,
Stream time.
stream
Stream
time,
time, stream time.
Okay, I'll push the button. I'll push the button.
Damn.
Everybody watch the fuck out. He's gonna push the button.
Oh no, Jeremy's watching my YouTube videos and he's pushing the button.
Nobody
Yes,
fuck
Jerry.
around or else this button's getting pushed.
I mean, of course I'm watching your YouTube videos.
I mean, someone has to.
I'm watching your YouTube videos. I'm watching your Twitch streams. I'm following your tweets. I'm in your walls. I'm sniffing your clothes when you're asleep.
I'm not those last two, for the record.
I know. All right.
I may occasionally scuttle across people's ceilings, though.
I mean, Jerry, you're in my Discord at this point. I think that'd be normal. You've seen what happens in my Discord.
I have certainly seen many things happen in your Discord. This is very true.
Where's everyone's name? Helio.
Okay, question. Somebody
Yes.
walks up to you. This is for everyone. Somebody walks up to you and they say, "Hey, so I was speaking to your ex the other day." And this is like a close friend of yours. How much do you panic?
Not a lot.
Nah?
I'm not bothered at all.
I mean, they don't exist, so it's kind of hard to have.
Shit, if you're not real.
Yeah.
If you never existed.
Shaky?
It would depend on the ex.
That's fair.
It would depend on the ex.
Well, no, that's the thing. You don't know which ex it is. You just hear ex.
Ooh, then I'm very concerned because it could be a multitude of things. It could be a positive. It could be a negative. I don't know.
No.
I don't
She
know.
refrains from comment. Well, is live now.
I will be live in a second.
Okay.
I just gotta put Iris's name up here. Iris, give me a font.
Squiggly.
Bet. You get Cambria.
Ooh, yeah, I'll vote on that.
I'm gonna fix Fantas too. Fantas needs to be more metal.
I need to... What?
I said your font needs to be more metal.
Like that type of metal, or are we talking
I like your
about...
death metal voice.
Yes, that's how... Dun, dun, dun. Oh, actually, no, it needs to be more murdery. My bad.
It needs to be more murdering.
You got if you peep in on me, you'll see. And then where's Jer? Do I have a text for Jer? Why am I always the late one? Fuck. Jerry, you're gonna get the basic text right here.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, I have no idea what that means, but I'm sure it's fine.
Actually, thanks to your poster, Shiki, when I upload these streams onto YouTube, you know, for posterity,
Yeah.
is it posterity or prosterity with an R?
No,
Posterity.
it's posterity.
Posterity.
You don't want to prostate yourself. No.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do that.
You also don't want to prostrate yourself.
I was gonna say, I thought you meant prostrate. In which case, it
Both of
depends
them.
on who I'm with.
Lord, this is a Christian D&D server.
It is distinctly not, but
It really is.
Not
I
that-
think we've
this is a
established
non this is a non-dominational one.
it's at the very least not Christian.
Jeremy isn't saying shit about non-denominational, but he knows what it ain't. Nah, I just fucking when I upload the streams, I just call them D&D and BS because I'm not creative, and I think it's
Yeah.
actually a very nice name.
I think so too.
Also, we gotta make a new fucking poster with our updated with our updated models and shit.
I mean, I'm taking it 1 week at a time, mostly.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm working on it behind the scenes. I'm working on it. I just
Oh, no
majority.
rush. I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah, no, like so the big plan right now is because I'm not gonna lie, Iris did throw a wrench in the plans with the new with
No,
the
I mean it's something that's not going to be a constant model.
okay.
Oh,
I was about to say,
is it just like a feature?
a feature
from the-
form.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'll get the model of Crystal, then we have the model of Helio, and then unless you want to work on yours, Fanta, I do have some stuff. It's just the armor is just a bitch and a half right now. And then over winter break for me, as long as I'm not hired anywhere, I can build that. And I was going to do our posters the same way that I do a lot of my stuff. So unless we get somebody to do it.
Is being hired a bad result?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, if you want me to, I can work on a Frau model. I don't know.
We got
And
the I just based it
Phoenix,
off of the
if
thing
I
that we
was
made with a
asking
brick
you,
crew.
I would have said you, motherfucker. Nobody's talking to you. Anyway.
Yeah, I just
Sticking his
based mine
nose
off
where
of
it
whatever
doesn't
it is
belong.
I made in the pit crew, and that's what I thought everyone's was.
Yeah,
roughly
no,
based on.
mine is basically just wasn't a crew.
But that is a good way to like not have to worry about our models updating. You just go based off of the characters designed in this game. Lord forbid we lose a limb, or you know, someone has to dye their hair for some plot reason.
We're gonna
are you
dye our
planning
hair?
Worth paying
to?
attention to,
Wait,
Phoenix. I might do that.
Hold on. Oh wait, you guys are not being heard right now. Oh fuck.
You can't silence me. I will always be heard.
That's not what they're saying on my stream.
I mean, statistically, I've only ever managed to silence myself. So there's that.
Well, right now I got you guys on because thanks to OBS now giving me some shit, I can now separate my audio. So now Discord has its own separate audio thing thanks to it being in fucking beta, so they can hear you. Hopefully,
Really? Hold
Yeah.
on. Wait a minute. How do I do that?
Sorry,
first things
what?
first.
I didn't hear what he
didn't-
was saying.
So Discord has it set where you can now do application audio output capture, and I'm not even fucking streaming. I need my
Guess
whole
it's
fucking.
good that no one could hear us and everything.
I did my whole fucking intro and everything. Fuck it.
Apparently
Just
you
doing it
did it.
live.
There's nothing to prove you did. We
Well,
can
hey.
verify.
You have a whole new
hear
opportunity
that.
to do it even better than the first time.
We're doing
Do
it
it
live.
again.
We're doing it live. Fuck it.
I mean, I didn't even do an intro. I just sort of flipped the audio.
Nah, we're doing it live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to D&D and bullshit where shit's already scuffed. Hi. I'm Shiki,
God.
but today you can call me Helio. We have Fanta, my mod, aka Frel. And then we have Iris here, aka Crystal. We're here. Not just exposed my brand new setup for nothing.
Good for you.
Yep,
Who's exposed?
I'm
Exposing
exposed.
someone? Oh,
Yeah,
fuck, man.
He's exposing himself again. I know we told him many times not to do that in public, but
Hey, we promise not to talk about that.
I mean, I heard
And
he has a
you,
super secret stream command that might have
you-
something to do with exposing something or other, but that ain't. You didn't hear that from me.
we can confirm or deny that it may not be a thing or may be a thing, or anything that happened last week may be a thing or may not be a thing.
Bro, you remember last week?
hey, bro, dude, how long ago was last week? Hey,
Oh, at
Lot
least
of-
How
a lot
long
of mac
ago
and
was last
cheese.
week? Oh, you
A
know,
lot
about
of mac
2
and
weeks
cheese
ago.
man, like, you could have convinced me last week didn't happen.
Last
It was
week
so
was a
long
fever
ago.
dream.
I mean, the thing is that most of my weeks are basically identical, so, like,
It all
Yeah.
blends together.
it really
Yeah.
does. Like, the central difference between my weekdays and my weekends is the hours I work, not whether or not I'm working. So,
Oh,
it's like,
Christ. Yeah, no, for me, I've just been too tired to like look forward to D&D. I never remember that this is happening until like an hour or two before it's happening. And then I'm like, oh shit, it's Monday. That's
do
it,
you
that's all I
remember
got.
that you just finished exercising the party?
Oh, yeah. I remember that
Yeah.
I didn't do one of them quite right.
I mean, you did it perfectly well. It's just that Hilo wasn't actually possessed, and
No, I'm talking about the fucking one that got away.
well, you know, it
And
happens.
then I remember Daniel dragged his bitch ass in. Decided to talk to me even though I didn't ask.
Well, you were
Oh,
dropping.
you got one of my coins wet. Fuck you.
There you go, my coin's wet. Wait.
Well, you were dropping what is essentially a anti-outsider acid onto what are his holy relics. So
Coins hissed at you, dog. It was crazy. It was
Yeah,
really
if it wasn't
loud.
for the fact
Coins hissed at you.
that they're basically indestructible, they would have been obliterated by that.
Like, ah! It burns. The holy light.
Maybe
Yeah,
you should
you
have
gotta
kept his
remember
bitch-ass
that, like,
coins out of my
Wet.
way.
the classic thing of D&D is that, you know, holy water affects undead and certain demons and things, but what it's really doing is affecting beings and objects that your deity considers to be evil slash like enemy
So what you're saying
in
is,
some
if
way.
I want to
Oh,
get his
that's
attention,
decent.
I can just do a flick. I'm maneuver.
Listen here, Daniel.
I don't need no
Don't you
coins. I
flick
just
flick Daniel.
Listen here.
You would at
will
least
not silent treatment me.
knock, motherfucker. It's me again.
I need you right now. Flick that
It's
bitch.
your bitch. Back on my bullshit.
I mean,
Like
currently
every
you're not
si-
even facing him, assuming that he's actually
Like every
standing behind you.
Friday.
You guys
Well,
had a
he
full
was, and I
conversation?
didn't turn around to see him. Yeah, no.
You guys had a full blown conversation with your back was just turned to him,
Yeah.
Yeah, she
we
never
did.
turned around.
I didn't turn around.
and it never turned around. Gotcha.
Cannon. No, I made sure I never turned around. I didn't ask to see his bitch ass. Fucking blocking up my
Yep.
eyesight, Mo.
Wild.
Every Friday, I'm gonna flick those coins with holy water and be like, "Hey, guess who just got a new shipment from the church?"
I'm just gonna be
They
standing
come
there like,
in on Friday.
why are you flicking me
Made
with
fresh
holy water?
this morning.
They go in on Fridays. Wait. Hold on. I didn't know that was the shipment occurrence. Wait. That's your subscription model? That's your delivery day? Okay.
Listen, when you
Oh,
sit as much as
alright.
I do, you need as much holy water as you can get your
And
fucking
I
hands
need
on.
it 2 days in advance. Alright? I got a lot of shit I need to handle. Don't fucking judge me. You aren't Lois. Leave me the fuck alone. Flick at a coin.
To be fair, Daniel has never judged you.
He's
Everybody
about
else
to.
in the party.
I'm asleep for this.
I mean,
know.
technically, currently, the only ones awake in this room are Frel and Daniel.
Oh, did he never leave? Or we?
I
I
mean,
thought he said
that's
some.
what I
I
wanted.
thought he
exactly
said
when
some
he
ominous
told you
shit
the
and then
answer.
fucked off.
He
Yeah,
didn't
no,
fuck
he was
off.
like, "Don't let
You-
anybody use it."
Yeah, yeah. It's like,
Some correct.
don't let anyone use the key.
All right, now let's break the tension of that dramatic moment by being like, "Hey, can you be a bit more specific than that?"
Um, sure. What sort of specifics would you like?
Where should I put it? Where should we put it? Is it safe in anybody's hands?
Mm. Probably
Fine.
not. I mean, most people wouldn't know how to use it, even if they were inclined to. But at the same time, if they were to, there's really no good use of something like that. Is the thing.
All right.
Only
like-
used for the dirty.
Well,
No
I
good.
mean, it's called a key for a reason. Anytime you're using it, you're just flinging open a door for whatever entity you're trying to point it at. And I mean, technically speaking, on a metaphysical level, you're just sort of hoping it's the only thing that crawls through the corridor you open up.
Hmm. So
I'm gonna get some
technically, I
lava
could
juice.
open a door for you if I wanted to. I don't.
That you could,
But if-
yes.
All right.
I would emphasize that I would be disinclined to take that particular passage, however.
Why? You too good for this one?
So you recall that diagram of the different planes, correct?
Oh, you were there for that too. How fun of you not to say anything. Yeah, I recall.
You didn't ask. Nobody asked.
God damn it.
A full third of you have, in fact, called on me before and gotten a response. It's not my fault that you didn't that time.
You know, I thought you might want to come of your own free will, but sure, next time I'll summon you.
It's not that simple. So the
I love a cake.
the surface of each plane is something that you can't generally see because it's not within the directionality that you usually move in. Like, you've got forwards, backwards, up, down, left, right, generally speaking. Well,
This is like
this is
horrible.
this is like if you could move in a fourth set of directions. Most living beings are essentially sitting on something that's a very thin membrane between one plane of existence and another. And that's fine, except that it's a question of magnitude. In my present state, if I just step out onto said membrane, I will usually pass through it. It would be like trying to put your full weight on a bed sheet that was suspended between two buildings while wearing spiked heels.
Badass.
Damn, Daniel thick.
Damn.
Fuck. Damn,
Daniel.
Daniel. You thick as fuck,
Follow-up
boy.
question, Daniel. You double caked up?
Oh my
What
god.
Does it
Excuse
clap?
me, Daniel,
Does it
sir.
clap
You
when
got the
you walk?
wagon?
Metaphysically
You got a
speaking.
thumper, bro?
Daniel with the dumpy? Yo?
I have zero context for how this got brought up, but you know what?
But
I
metaphysically
understand that much.
speaking, yes. But
Metaphorically speaking,
Daniel
clap
thick as
when you
fuck.
walk.
Confirmed. Confirmed.
And do the jiggle and the wiggle.
the point.
The jiggle and the, oh my god.
Daniel's ass is
that booty
perpetual
work.
motion machine, baby. It don't
Using
stop.
substances like holy water or those coins to call on me supplies extra support, basically.
He's talking through it. He's talking through it.
He's talking about the forces of the planes. We're talking about the centripetal force on that ass, bro.
Oh my.
It's enough
so
to allow me
I'm so
to control time.
Yeah, Daniel's ass claps so hard he can go through time.
I'm trying to get on the prime material realm, but the clap of my ass cheeks keeps splitting the delicate fabric of reality.
You're not wrong.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh god, I need a break. Hold on. I
How
can't.
how did you kill Frill and Crystal?
This hurts.
My dumpy. That's how I killed them.
I explained some very simple aspects of my state of being.
Specs.
Oh god. Okay. Okay, I gotta stop. Yeah, it's fucking you're too thick for reality. We got that.
Understood. Oh man, goals, man, goals.
Question.
What's your eating regimen?
How many squats do you do?
All I can think about is how we're about to get nuked off the plane of existence. Thanks.
You want to know my workout routine?
Damn, baby, you shit with that ass?
Oh my.
Well, I'm not immortal, so no, but...
Jerry, you have to stop dignifying this. You can't answer me when I say shit.
You're literally going to kill them.
You're going to kill them. My bad behavior. To be fair, though, when you tried talking through it, I just laughed harder.
That's true, yes.
Okay, for real this time. Okay. Alright,
I
alright.
hear it. The abyss. Do not.
This last fit was your fault, Iris. You did this. Okay. We're talking about a plate or some shit, I
Plate?
guess.
A plate?
The well, you could call it a plate of something. Anyway, a fucking tablet there. Happy?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, the key. Well, I don't really think that it would be safe in anyone's hands. Most people wouldn't use it on purpose, at least. But in terms of somewhere where it would be safe to hide it, that's a difficult question. You'd have to put it somewhere where people couldn't scry for it, obviously. So it'd have to be some location with protections against magical influence and things of that nature. And it would also have to be a location that was durable enough that someone couldn't simply break in, whether on purpose or accident, and at least in a relatively short period of time.
Hard for
What-
disconnecting right there.
Is the bottomless hole in Blackfall actually
Glad you thought of
bottomless?
that. I'm glad you thought of that. Good job.
Where does
Oh,
that go?
the well, if you fall for long enough,
yes.
you will in fact hit the ground, but not anywhere around here.
Is it in a different? Does it end in a different plane?
It ends on the same plane.
Hmm. So it's not bottomless. Damn.
It's not bottomless, but most things would be falling for
Years?
yes, actually. Yes, years.
Okay.
That response probably only partially makes sense on account of the fact that Crystal is asleep, so you can't actually hear what he's responding
No,
to.
that's just Iris. He responded directly to Iris, and Fred did not hear that.
Oh no, he responded as though you were in the room because he can hear the player characters
I'm
and the
so
players.
happy that he heard that entire conversation. I hope that he goes back to wherever the fuck he was and he goes on with his day, and then just as he's about to go to sleep, he's like curled up in whatever state of in between that gods are when they sleep, maybe if they do. And it's just, do I got the dumpy though?
Of course, he'll know he has a dumpy. As soon as he gets settled in, his ass has to settle behind him as well. So yeah, he'll know. He knows.
He's well acquainted with all of his manifestations.
I don't know, it's just a lot of responsibility to put something potentially world-ending into another person's hands, but even more responsibility, I would argue, to keep it.
Yes.
I feel like I need somebody smarter to have this conversation for me. Would you mind me waking my companions, or would you fucking disappear like a jerk?
I do not mind if you wake your companions, and I still have a little time before I disappear.
Alright, sweet. I fucking push Crystal and Helio awake. I tap him and I'm like, hey, your boy's here. Daniel's here.
He is, in point of fact, just standing next to the door to the room.
What do you mean Daniel's here?
As in, look at the fucking door, bro. Daniel's here.
Daniel
Daniel!
waves. Hello?
Daniel!
Crystal?
Here.
Helio just hops out of bed and fucking tackles him.
Basically. Can I tackle? Can I like softly
No,
glomp a
no,
primordial
bad,
god?
bad.
I mean, you
Down.
can try and tackle him, sure.
Not tackle.
Down, bad.
Glomp.
I want
No.
this to be canon, and then I want the attempt to stop him to be canon.
Fine. I'm down with that.
Does a strength contest say it, Jared?
I wish I had a spray bottle so I could bad.
To try and stop him from glomming slash
I mean,
tackling?
you do have holy water, so you could technically.
Yeah, but
well,
if
that would be a
if I flick that
contested
towards
dexterity
Daniel,
check.
I feel like that'd be a problem.
Because if Frel gets her hands on Halo, he's not going anywhere that she doesn't want him to. So it's a matter of actually getting a hold of him. So it would be each
How
one of you
about
makes a
we don't-
dexterity check.
How about we don't
If you
tackle
wanted
the
that.
primordial being,
Nope.
huh?
I busted out the new dice.
Oh,
Okay,
fuck
it's
me.
canon for real,
Hold
for real.
on.
Yay! The first roll of the game.
I'm probably gonna
new
roll like
dice.
shit specifically because there's something on this.
And the new dice do not fail me. What? 17. I don't know if I need to put another bonus to it. What is this? 17 plus dexterity is 17 strength.
He's probably gonna get this. Going there.
Really? Really? He's gonna get that?
I end up also tackling crit fail. I end up also tackling Daniel.
No. The exact opposite of what you wanted occurs.
Yeah.
The loving
He
glove.
drags you behind.
Well, the good news is that Daniel is remarkably soft for something that does not budge an inch when you hit it.
You ran straight into
Pirate
that plush
boy.
ass, bro. Damn.
He turns around and envelops you in the cushy, soft cheeks of his buttocks.
Oh god. No, don't say that. Don't say that.
No, don't say
No,
that. That
it's
is
not
that.
like that.
It's not like that. It's not like that.
You can't say
But
that.
normally, if you go charging into something and it doesn't like budge an inch after that, it's because it's like a statue or something, and that's not super comfortable to run into.
Soft ass statue.
So
It's like we like to call that the Washington Commanders' attempt at doing things. Hi-yo, one sports reference. All right, so I get my glomp.
And it went over all of our heads.
That's fine. I get my glomp, and Frel, unfortunately, is also dragged into this anime-esque glomp as well.
Congratulations,
God.
you have been inducted into a group hug.
Please do not resist.
I am good where I was near my bed. I am sitting peacefully with my hands folded in my lap, smiling.
I heal myself from this group hug and just take a step back. Pretend that didn't happen.
As you wish.
Just whisper in Daniel's ear. You know her heart goes doki doki for that ass.
I know that unless she says as much, I'm not going to say that.
What brings you to this? What brings you back to this realm, friend? Also, why did my college professor just message me on LinkedIn? Excuse me.
his little coin. I hurt them.
So you woke us up to tell us that you heard his coins?
Why
heard
did you
his
touch the
coins.
coins?
Okay.
Oh, well, she was perhaps
That doesn't
spraying for
matter.
spirits.
Moving on.
Okay.
What
What
you
are we
just
mo-
head pat me. Thank you. And then you threw something at my face. Love that.
That's love.
Haha. That's love.
Well, regardless of why or why not I showed up, we were discussing the northern key that is in your possession.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The demon summoning thing, or the anything summoning thing.
I
rather.
Yes.
appreciate the sheep
The
pets.
thing my
Or,
family
Or
uh,
like
wants
it's
to-
a more
things thrown at my
so
face
it's
are
a
fine too.
invite anything thing. And
Yes,
they
it,
can decide whether or not
I'm
they want to
gonna be the
RSVP or
one you
not.
unwrap. Just take
correct.
me out
Yes.
and break
So
me in half.
what did Fro want to
Ooh,
do
a snack that
with
smells
it?
bad.
What is it that we're discussing about it?
Sorry, what?
What are we discussing about the key?
The-
I did
yeah,
genuinely get up for a majority of the conversation, and I came back and we started talking about thumpers. So I don't know what the talk is
Well,
about.
we were discussing ways that it could be kept
Disposed
safe.
of. Or that too.
Kept safe or what?
Disposed of. Of course, it's very safe if properly disposed of.
Disposed of. Okay.
Ooh, how do we properly dispose of it?
Well, you would have to find some way to dismantle it.
Okay.
How do we dismantle it?
Yeah, we gonna
That
need
is
some
not my
specifics.
area of expertise, I'm afraid.
Fuck.
Would I know how to?
Despite what a great many gods will claim, very few of us are in fact omniscient.
Is this something that mm, we could research it? Do you know who may know how to dismantle it if you don't know, Daniel?
Uh, well,
Mm-hmm.
I know a few entities that would be able to point you in the correct direction.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose it's a matter of whether or not you really want to get into contact with them, though.
Do you like
It
these
sounds like
entities?
yeah, it sounds like you don't like them.
Hmm.
Sounds like they may not like you.
Who does?
I do.
Lots
Me?
of people like me.
Bro, you're dead, man. We're like one of 3 who know you exist.
Oh. Well, not anymore.
What the
You're
fuck
not
does
dead
that
anymore?
mean?
You're not dead anymore?
Well, there are more, Daniel?
Here and there, yes.
Oh,
You didn't think that I just sat around on my cosmic ass since I've been revived, did you?
no.
You seem
I
like the
mean,
type who would maybe,
Just
slack
thought
off
I
if you
was
had
the only one.
option to.
Yeah, I didn't get a lot of drive from you when we met.
Ah, well.
You seem
When we
relatively chill, not lazy, just, chill, one to take their time.
when we first met, I was at significant risk of being permanently put down, so I tried
Oh,
to attract as little attention to myself as possible.
okay.
No. This is
There's
gonna
still
be so
others.
mad at me.
Okay, so regardless of how they may feel about you, can you point us in their direction? Can you give us like a,
Well,
a referral?
I can point you in the correct direction, certainly. Myron, which is the god of the ocean, if you're unfamiliar, would have some insights into that sort of thing.
This thing? Really? Why? God of the ocean?
Yes.
What got to do with summoning fiends and stuff?
Oh, it doesn't have much to do with summoning fiends. It's more a matter of making sure that things become lost or destroyed.
Oh, okay.
As any sailor is probably wanted to tell you, ocean gods have temperament problems.
Oh, yes, okay, that makes sense. So, Myron, okay. Who
uh,
else?
There's also, of course, Vale, the god of deceit.
Yeah,
That
I'm gonna
sounds
go
like
ahead and not trust him. Something about that. I don't know what it is. Bad vibes.
yeah, that one may not be the best idea.
Well,
Sorry, fellas, the vibes
that's
are off.
fair.
Guys, who else?
There's also Doran, which is the god of entropy and undeath.
Is he like a necromancer's god?
I'm afraid I'm not up to speed on the current habits of necromancers.
Well, why the fuck not?
Uh,
Been too busy watching us.
no, he's too
I
busy watching
find
his other people.
most undead to be
I'm sorry, Helio. Was that a tint of jealousy in your voice?
No, no.
gross.
You find necromancers gross?
I find most undead to be gross.
What, the same way we
Valid.
find spiders gross?
No, the same way that you tend to find rotting meat gross.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, that's very valid. Okay. Are these three the only? I do have more options.
There are probably some devils but I would have to look up whether or not they are going under the same monikers these days.
I wouldn't trust a devil. At
No, they're
least
not.
after, what we've done to some of their kin.
Oh, they don't care about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. They're devils. You think they give shit?
Yeah, not unless it was specifically one of their agents. And even then, a lot of them are awfully tolerant of that kind of thing.
Do you know any dragons that possibly would know anything? Anything else about this?
Dragons?
Oh yeah, let's just go ahead and ask anything that we're related to. You know any rocks that might know anything about this right
Har, very funny. Look, dragons live for a long time.
here? So
Well,
do rocks. Hey, I'm valid
technically,
too.
technically own.
Own?
Yes.
On the dragon?
No. They're the closest thing to a rock that I could think of. But they don't like to be disturbed.
Sounds like the
Who
place
or
that
what
probably has the
made the
most.
tablet?
Oh. Well, that was that was actually my daughter back in the day.
Oh, wow. Daniel's daughter.
What's her name?
You have a daughter?
Sarah.
Sarah. Okay.
Where is she?
Yeah. What?
Some
Yeah.
common names
What's
for
she
working
do?
with her now.
What's she up to?
She run a bar or some shit? Like,
Y'all still talk?
y'all cool?
Sometimes Sarah is a god of knowledge. How to explain this? She knows everything that is known in the reality that she occupies.
So she's someone who Crystal
That
would
sounds
probably love
awfully
to talk to.
specific.
Yes.
Which reality does she
It's
occupy?
a form of semi-omniscience that I don't know.
Wonderful.
I haven't seen her in any capacity in a few thousand years, at least.
Father of the year.
Hey,
Right.
a thousand
I
years
don't think
is
you
like
understand
a
how
day or two.
vast
God
everything is. That there is also that, yes.
Oh no, I understand how vast everything is. I just like breaking your balls more than I like being sensical.
Oh, that's
They
true. I guess.
Is there
No.
anything else you want to tell us? You know, that you have more people that know you and now you have a daughter?
What, you got a new bitch on the side too? That's what
You
Helium's
got a
saying.
secret family
No.
other
Oh,
than
so there's
us?
somebody else who believes in you? Huh,
Is there
weird.
another D&D party
God,
that
I
you're
guess
like
you
going to as
can't
well?
stand to visit us now that you got all these important people around you.
1 second, I appear to
I
be
got
getting
these
a Gorgon
coins
raid.
so I can talk to you.
Gorgon, right? Wait, is that
God, we're
Kara?
so honored that we can talk to you. Like, that's the energy that Helia's on right now.
Oh, that's not the energy that he was.
That is so the energy. Man, we heard it in your voice. You were like, "Oh, there are others." Huh.
There's more you want to
sounds
tell
like
us,
your
huh?
sounds like your attention's divided. No, it's
How long
fine.
have you been cheating?
How long have you been cheating?
No, go text your other bitch. She might like you.
Go talk to your other followers. I bet they have more coins.
The tangents in this session, we have not even been
Yeah,
going for like
this is
40 minutes.
bad.
Hi, welcome to our D&D campaign where all of a sudden it got we got lesbian aunts. We have a elf dragon boy that we don't know what's going on with him no more, and we have a god that's just sitting there just like
Disoriented for
the
20 minutes.
fuck.
Anyway, I'm very interested in Sarah now.
I'm very interested in the god that
Sarah.
you don't like.
For anyone dropping by who does not know who our fine players here are, you can find them all at these lovely links.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They're all excellent streamers and very cool people, so I encourage you to check
Yes,
them out.
we're not degenerates in any way. No.
These things are not mutually exclusive. I don't ever lie to people. Now, my perspective may be different from other people's.
He's stuck in the Daniel voice now.
But
He's stuck in it. He can't. He can't unhave it.
I will only tell the truth as I see it.
As I see the truth to be.
I see the truth.
Well, a great many things are a matter of opinion, you know.
I see the truth to be that you're stuck talking like Daniel for a moment.
Does Sarah have a mom that we could probably check with her to see if she's seen her in a little bit?
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Does she have a mom?
Or did you like break a rib or something?
Calm down, bro.
No, I'm a single father.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's a god, not your best friend.
Got it. Damn, because she would be the safest bet. Aside from the rock that don't really want to be disturbed right now. I would rather not fuck with a lot of gods.
If she is she considered a god herself, or is she considered a demigod?
She is, but she got knowledge.
She's a god. Yeah. She's a full god.
So, but we don't know where she's at. Like, what
wouldn't there be a way that we could find a tome? Is there any books in the city that we can find?
What if we summon her with the key?
That too.
We could send her an invite.
Nah, I was joking. Well, that's a bad idea. Don't do that.
No, I think that's a great idea.
No.
Is that a bad idea?
We're not using the key.
Okay.
I want to emphasize this for the two of you that were not awake when I told Frel, but if you summon an entity of the same magnitude as a god using the Northern Key, and they decide to take you up on that, they will rip the fabric of reality on their arrival.
Oh, hence the thumper.
Hence the thumper.
Okay.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
You very likely would get the god
Every
that you.
God has a thumper. And they will clap a clap that will break the fabric of our realities.
Yes, I do wish to emphasize that despite the fact I am recovering my powers, I am the weakest god in this reality at this time.
What the
fuck is recovering your powers, but you're not telling us the full truth? Nothing.
What? Huh?
Hmm? Nothing.
Okay.
Just
What?
being catty.
Okay. Oh,
Helium,
obviously.
he's not gonna
All right.
kiss you, bro.
This romantic tension needs to be broken. It's
Yeah, you can't be
one-sided.
jealous over. He's a single
I'm
father.
not-
You ready for kids? You ready for omniscient kids? No,
It's
I don't
not
think you are.
It's not romantic jealousy. I
sure
thought
sounds
I was the
romantic
only
to me.
follower. I thought I was the one.
There's two other
Now-
people in your party, dude.
One of you
Seriously.
doesn't believe and want him. The other one is here just because it's like books. I thought I was the main devotee.
Excuse me, I was the one.
Man, that's some
who was
I'm the
most
main character
excited.
energy right there.
That was some real main character energy, because I was the one who's been most excited about Daniel in our last arc. I don't know where that one came from right there. But okay, cool.
I just
Wow.
went
Some of
for-
the- okay,
We
whatever.
all about the friendship until it comes to your god, huh?
We're
Strange.
gonna move on. We're gonna move
I guess
on.
we
God,
ain't
don't-
that good of friends.
We
Awkward.
can't summon a god with the key. Okay, cool. We can't do that. There's
I didn't
no
say
way
you
that
can't. I said you
we
shouldn't.
should not summon a god with the key.
I'm emphasizing this difference partially because it's important to know that it is possible to do it.
Might fuck around this weekend, rip open our reality.
No, fuck around and find out type shit.
Okay.
You'd probably prefer not to do that.
Not very much, do
So,
you, Daniel?
So really,
I'm
are we?
very old. I have a warped sense of humor.
That's also very valid. After a while, if I'm sure after like 100 years, you probably heard. No, after 1,000 years, you probably heard most of the jokes that's gonna be joked.
There's a certain amount of repetitiveness, yes.
A man walks into a bar. Ouch.
Yep. Heard that one back in 2 BC. Yep.
Daniel smiles and
before
closes
class.
his eyes
That's
for a
before
moment.
class, not before Christ. Before class.
That smile is hiding years of pent-up rage. That is...
Ever since the
okay.
invention of bars.
So are we not? So we originally came here with the idea of giving this key, or at least talking about this key with one of Helio's family members that he thinks is relatively trustworthy. Now we're thinking about not even going to turn it in. We're gonna try to break this shit, or like try to
I
hide
don't
it.
know, man. I was just kind of spitballing with the guy.
I mean, from
That's
my
why I
perspective,
woke
it
y'all
seems like
up.
we keep circling
Oh.
back to this.
We do.
For my part, at least in the short term, I think it's relatively safe with the head of the House Otsuka. But
Good enough for me. We're doing it.
He said buttera.
Hmm.
There was a buttera there.
There was a butter.
But you might want to keep an ear out. After
Okay.
all, they've technically lost control of it once already. It's why you had to get your hands on it in the first place.
Did they have any idea that cultists were in? I'm not asking this to Daniel. I guess Helio, or if
Didn't
we
we
already
already ask that?
established this, yeah. Did they know that cultists took
We
it?
don't think they
So-
did because they just sent their guy Bob to go and get it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's
If
what
they
we
were
established.
expecting cultists to be there, they would not have sent fucking Bob.
I wonder why they all of a sudden wanted this thing that's been in a crypt for years.
Funsies? I don't know.
I feel
Yeah.
like they want to use
Sure.
it.
I'm
It's hard to
so
say.
ready to be done with this
Why don't
key.
you just ask them, Crystal, at this point?
I
You
mean,
want me
good.
to ask your family outright why they want to use the thing that they own?
What's the
Or why
worst
they
that
would-
can happen? You get frozen in solid ice?
Did you hear the? Hey, am I the only one who heard that? You think that's okay? Yeah.
I didn't say it could happen. or it will
You said
happen.
what's the worst that could happen? So you just pulled that one
Man,
out of your
now
ass.
that he
yeah?
knows that Daniel has more fucking believers, he is not our friend no more. You
So
hear that?
sassy. Like, hey, the worst thing that can happen is you get frozen in a block of ice. Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm highly encouraged to ask questions around your fam. Yep.
But
I say we give it to
we
him
can
since
unthaw you.
I'm fine with it being safe for
Have
now,
not.
because when a god says for now, I think of like millennia, and I'll be dead, so it won't be my problem no more.
Fair.
Okay, yeah, that's valid. I cannot currently, with the information that we have, think of any reason not to just go ahead and give this to them for now.
Oh,
What our only alternative is to keep it, and we definitely shouldn't have any type of ownership with it,
Nope.
and we
want
don't
it.
know where to hide it. So let's just go ahead and give it to him. Yes.
Wonderful.
I think it may be smart. There's part of
Anyway,
me that's
Daniel,
kind of.
do you want dinner? Will you be staying the night? Do I need to like sleep on the floor? I can make a bed.
So Daniel pulls back the sleeve on his right hand, and you've never seen one before, but it's like a golden analog watch, like wristwatch. And he looks at it and says, "Actually, I'm just," and he sort of does a television static thing and sort of fades away.
Okay. Understood. Right on time.
Yep.
Man, if
Well,
I could do that, I would also do that to get out of awkward situations. Oh no, I would love to join you for dinner. It's just that
Oh, look at the no.
Look at the. Did it.
all right, then meeting adjourned. I'm going back to sleep.
Yep, I
Let's
hop on the
this night.
spare bed and fucking take a
just
rest.
roll up. I just hop back in bed and just tuck myself back in.
All right.
That's fucking.
And someone threw a pillow at me.
This tsundere ass bitch. Fucking. You clingy, needy motherfucker. Nah, we just hear Helium muttering all night. Oh, now he's got some new bitches, huh? You got
Sighing.
followers.
Sighing wistfully.
Guess he don't need no Helium no more.
He
got his
keeps
coins and
rolling over
everything.
at bed, uncomfortable.
I mean, you didn't even ask him like what sorts of other beings he had been talking to.
Just
They
I
weren't
wasn't
even
interested.
necessarily mortals.
I was not interested. That's Helium.
Oh, Helium. Helium's just over there in his feelings like, I thought I was the believer. I thought I was the friend.
You know, eventually, I'm
No,
gonna call
yeah, not
him
the main
Helium
character.
enough times that we forget his actual name.
Pretty
I'm
sure
gonna
at this point.
gaslight every single one of you into believing he was always Helium.
Okay, so you know what the funniest thing about his name is to me? Apart from the fact that you technically,
We add an extra I always, no matter what.
well, it's not
There's
that.
extra.
So you decided as a group to call him Daniel, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
his name is like it's not Pharrell, it's Pharrell.
It's Pharrell, but it was it was too close to Pharrell, and I vetoed that shit.
We call him Daniel.
So what's funny to me about that is that I've used him in other games.
You have?
Yes, the last game that I used him in, he went by Daniel.
Ah, see?
Really?
It's like we knew.
Yes.
That's
Oh, so
hilarious.
now he appears in other people's campaigns now. So we're not the special party.
My God, go to sleep, Helium. Fuck. It's 3 in the morning.
He had a much
Actually,
less
I don't know what time it
amicable
is,
relationship with the last group of people he was dealing with, so there is that.
I'm a little more
Oh, we were his favorite group.
Yes, Helio, and I'm sure you're his favorite person.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Can you go to bed now? No. He really likes you. He likes you so much. You even have his coins. You think anybody else got his coins? I doubt it, bro.
It's morning time, right?
You're so
Isn't it,
special.
Jeremy? Jeremy, it's morning
Yeah.
time it
Oh,
is,
look.
so we could go now.
Yeah, you know, it's just.
Yay! It's morning. Hey guys, it's morning. We could turn in this fucking tablet. Let's go. Like,
All right,
come
fine.
on.
Yeah, I'm for it.
Sulking
Helium,
walk out.
Helium, show us where your house is, so we could go.
Shit. Okay. Let's go.
Iris is like, plot now.
No.
Alright, so I just take them down through the city, through the woods, 100-acre miles. Not really.
Well,
and then we get to
I'm sorry. Wait, what?
I meant to say 100-acre forest, the Winnie the Pooh reference, but I said 100-acre miles.
So
Even still, I knew you meant forest, but what?
Yeah.
you're just gonna take everyone straight there then?
I mean, Crystal
Doesn't that
wants.
property?
Hi, Saku.
I mean,
Thank you
we
for
have
throwing
property.
something at my face.
You think we are just living in
Good
a
to see
high-rise
you,
condo?
girly.
I think you live in like a mansion, sure, but I didn't think you lived in a compound
So
in a city.
Of course you do.
We're
it with
elves,
love.
what the
You're
fuck?
amazing. You would never do it with anything but love.
I cannot relate on any
Iris,
aspect.
Iris, would you make a history check?
Sure.
That is like a
14.
clippable.
A
Also,
14?
hi, Saku.
Okay, so this is a pretty easy one, but you remember that Daniel not too long ago called Halo's father the head of House Otsuka? Well,
Okay.
now that it's morning and you're more fully rested, you realize that's one of the 8 major houses that control this entire city. Like,
Okay.
you in fact know exactly where it is that you're headed because it's the biggest building in town.
Okay. Alright.
The Otsuka family actually is the main controller of the Wizarding University system and the police force.
Yeah.
So they have control of like most of the detectives and like watchmen throughout the city. They don't technically have any major contacts that you know of in like the military or anything like that, but like they are well known for being the people that you have to be on the good side of if you want to get out of like having committed some sort of a petty crime, or if you want to get access to some of the more secretive books that are held at the university's library system,
Okay.
which is also part of the reason that you probably took an interest in them prior to this.
Yes, because I definitely want to use one of their libraries for my research that I've been doing up to this point. Yes, you're right. I am super duper aware of them. Never mind.
Yeah.
We go straight there, open the gates,
Okay.
and I just open the door to my dad's house like, oh,
Hey, Pops.
please leave your shoes right here in the foyer before
Foyer?
step on anything. Yes, in the foyer.
2 different questions.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep my boots on because
I've
taking
been
off
earthing this whole time. Wait, their shoes? My bad.
Well, taking off these boots
washcloth.
takes like 20 minutes of unlacing. I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Oh, grounding, isn't it? Let me see.
It's not really that kind of a culture anyway. I mean, on top of everything else, it's a relatively like low level spell to just be able to basically snap your fingers and make minor dirt disappear. So, you know, people walking around with their boots for outside is not a big deal. If someone is worried about you tracking dirt throughout the house, they're just gonna cantrip it away.
Come on in. Come on.
Dirt is the worry for the poor in the unmagical.
And the ones who are bastard children who have to clean. So, all right,
Sometimes.
let me go.
Well, oh yeah, I guess as a sorcerer, you don't in fact have that cantrip.
Sure.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
Hey, yo, pretend I'm here. Bye.
Yeah.
Guess who's the
Oh.
Cinderella in this bitch without the good magical powers?
Understood.
Yeah, the guys who are at the front gate eyeball you, but they don't really do anything to stop you from entering. Like they clearly know who Hilo is, regardless of what their opinion of him might be, and they know that you're with him, so they don't bother to say or do anything. But
Kind of keep my head down and just shake my shoulders like, come on, come on.
Okay.
This is one of the only buildings in all of Black Glass that does not have a basement level, by the way.
Understood.
And unlike an awful lot of the buildings where it's primarily made with like obsidian laminated granite, hence part of the name, this particular compound is composed of basically living pine trees that have been magically shaped into a building that is similar to the Empire State Building
Nice
if it had
dig.
branches.
Nice digs indeed.
And despite the fact that it is composed almost entirely of wood, it is primarily lit by a series of sconces with some sort of fires in them going inside.
Yeah, this is the safest place to be. Uh-huh.
Yeah, the irony of this is not
Off the
lost on
coast.
you, considering that, like, when you were in Blackfall, you know, dwarven compound, mostly made out of stone, underground, they had basically no fires going anywhere they could avoid. Like
2020 vision this family's got.
Helio's just unfazed, just walking, just.
the local dwarves are really big about safety and like keeping everyone from falling into holes or running out of oxygen and all that kind of
This
stuff.
is style over function,
Details, details.
Here in the Otsuka household, they're sitting here with their living pine building lit entirely by fires.
bro. Dry as hell, pine.
It could be worse. It could be,
I mean,
it
if
could be
it's
worse.
living,
it could
then
be
it ain't
spruce.
that dry.
That is also
Right.
true.
Man, this is true.
They
It
gotta
might be
water it at
drier
some
in the
point.
summer, but
And you said pine, not spruce. Spruce burns quicker.
it's true. You know, they've got like golden silk carpeting on some of the floors and like some tapestries of what you're assuming are prominent members of the family throughout time. Hilo, you definitely know that they are your like grandparents, technically.
Yeah, I'm just doing the hand motion, like, come on, come on, come on.
Are you waving at us for a reason?
I'm like, no, I'm
We're
doing like
following,
I'm
man.
walking.
We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, it is. I'm like it's just one of those, like, you know, when a kid's sad and you're like looking at the big house, like, damn, that's a nice house, great house, and they're like, bro, it's nothing. Come on, just
Oh,
Okay.
I
he's
don't
on
have
his
this shit.
sad boy shit. Don't worry about him. It's fine.
A lot of extremely attractive elfin people walking around in outfits that are probably more expensive than everything you've laid eyes on prior to entering the building combined.
Great. Mm-hmm.
I don't whistle. I
Love
don't
it
whistle.
for
I
'em.
don't whistle. I don't whistle.
I don't turn my head. I don't turn my head. I don't turn my head.
I keep my eyes straight forward and I ignore. I
To
ignore
the plot.
everything.
Yup. Plot driven, not Ash driven.
Mm-hmm. Plot.
Keeping it
Yeah.
going.
God, we
There-
love plot.
She's got. Ooh. Yeah.
Yep. So you head in and start up the central staircase. It's kind of a like circular spiral staircase, which you notice as you're walking on it, like it doesn't appear to physically move, but like you're covering more than one step per step of the stairs, basically moving up it much faster than you should be towards your destination. So instead of, in this case, having to climb about 100 floors to get to the top of this building, it feels like more the equivalent of 5.
Oh, you gotta be careful. You might overstep. Trying to get to a certain floor. Okay, cool.
I mean, you guess that you will only have problems with the staircase if somebody who controls the building decides that they don't like you very much.
That's
For
great.
whatever reason. They might set it to you must actually cover all of these steps, or the opposite of what you just experienced is now in effect, and it takes 20 times longer to climb the top or bottom.
That'd be terrible.
Yeah. You know. But,
Oh, real quick, I do feel it is pertinent to say, my fairy godmother just told me when my carriage turns back into a pumpkin, and I must be in my bed by 9:30.
9:30, huh?
Yeah, roughly an hour more is what I got in
Oh,
me. It just
gotcha.
hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, no worries.
Was it
That
your green
happens.
fairy mother?
Yeah, I picked the low tier plan. I didn't pick the midnight option.
I
The
understood.
budget's a little tight.
I
Instead of
understood.
glass slippers, I'm rocking with those plastiques. Let's go.
Oh, the chocolate
Uh,
sevens. Hey man, don't sleep on the chocolate
Explosive
sevens.
shoes. Well, that's a exciting fashion choice.
The beauty supply store 16s.
Yep. You know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
At top floor of this building, though, is just like a large open lobby. There are like benches and chairs spread around it, with what look like visiting merchants and like assorted middle to lower class people from throughout the city just sitting around waiting. And at the far end of the room is like a 20-foot tall
Woman?
no,
Big lady?
it's a 20-foot tall mithril door set
Oh.
into the wall.
I'm not excited anymore.
Behind
Stupid door.
what appears to be a receptionist desk, which has a small gnome lady sitting at it.
Oh.
Go on, Helium.
By small
Tell
in
the
this
gnome
case, I
lady.
mean she's like a foot and a half tall.
Tell the gnome lady we're here to see your
Snack
daddy.
size.
Can I see my father?
Can't see my dad now. Gnome
On his
lady,
emo
can I see my
teenage
Do
dad?
you have an appointment, Hilo?
You sent me on an important mission. I'm back with the object. Can I see my father, please?
Very well. I'll tell him you're here. One moment.
He sent me on an important mission, and he told me to get a rock. He said it does cool things where it brings people, and he said bring it here, and I got it.
She reaches down into a drawer at her desk and pulls out a small stone with a rune on it and places it against her forehead for a moment.
Ooh, it's one of those Bluetooths, guys.
Then she puts it back in the drawer and she says, he says you can go in.
Nice.
Come on.
We're coming. Right behind you, dude.
All right. Well, despite the fact, the doors are 20 feet tall and composed of metal, admittedly mithril, despite being extremely expensive, is also relatively light, but these move when you push in on them like they're barely there at all.
Especially I'm sterile.
I don't like how he treats my existence.
So emo.
And at the other end of the room, surrounded by shelves of books and scrolls and a small alchemy station in the corner that has something simmering in a cauldron on it,
Surely my next son.
is a 7-foot tall elven man in actually kind of plain brownish robes, sitting there just sort of making notes in a notebook. And he glances up at Hilo and then at Crystal, and then he stares at Frel for a moment with one eyebrow raised and looks back at Hilo.
Okay.
He says, I see you've brought some associates with you.
There was complications. And
do tell.
Your original search party failed. You sent me out to find adventurers to help. These are the adventurers. They've helped me. We reached